Well, this isn't gonna be fun. When I went up to talk to the gate agent to make sure that we got moved into bulkhead, they got the, oh yeah, you're already on the list, blah blah blah.
On this flight, all the bulkhead or premium seats, these are designated handicap seats.
Morning, guys. I'm not entirely sure how much of this you can hear because the heater's in the background, and I can't really help that because it is freaking cold out here. Anyway, what time is it? It's about 10:15 on February 3rd. We're getting ready to head to the airport. Yeah, we're headed to Anchorage. Yeah. I don't feel good. I woke up in so much pain this morning. I don't know if you can see, but yes, I do have my brace on. It's actually under all my, under my jacket and everything. Oh, that hurt. Chair tipped. Oh, yeah, it's just not been a fun morning. A little bit is actually inside my coat. So, yeah, it's not been fun. The upside is I get to see Grandpa in the hospital today and probably again tomorrow. Just depending on time allotments. I heard he's doing better, so that's good. He started talking and for the first time in a couple weeks actually said he loved me yesterday, so that was really cool, getting to talk to him for a minute or two. Then he fell asleep, but hey, what are you gonna do? I mean, the man had a stroke, so even getting a couple words is, better than we've had in weeks, so. Yeah, so, not really looking forward to this flight because medical is paying for it. And this is the one pet peeve I have, is that even though there's medical evidence showing that it is very, very bad for a wheelchair user to be crammed in a seat where they're unable to move for hours on end. This is like a 2 or 2.5 hour flight. They will not pay to upgrade the flight because they do not deem it as medically necessary. We did have a doctor at one point try to argue that the fact that I have to sit in bulkhead, I have a service dog which takes up extra space, the armrests don't move, I require the idle chair, blah blah blah. Luckily now, with Phoenix, it's not as big of a deal. I still have to sit in the bulkhead. But that's for other reasons. I mean, I guess I could move back a row, but that would probably cause more problems. Yeah, that would probably cause more problems. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so we'll see how this goes. I've actually been hurt when I use the aisle chair, which is normally why my mom drags me. But I don't know. Hopefully we can make it without the aisle chair today. I honestly don't know. I think she's happy now. Oh, I didn't clip you in though. Oh, my neck hurts. sorry, blanket. Is that better? She's like, I'm still not talking to you. Mom is sorry. Well, we're here. Let's see what time it is. 10:30, so we're actually on our time schedule this time. So Mom got mad at me. I told her I was coming in because it was too cold out, which she said okay to. But then she proceeded to come in yelling at me. So, oh, I'm hurting. Just in a lot of pain. I don't know why, just one of those jerks. I have a really bad knot right here. So, anyway, later. Well, this isn't gonna be fun. When I went up to talk to the gate agent, to make sure that we got moved into bulkhead, they got the, oh yeah, you're already on the list, blah, blah, blah.
On this flight, all the bulkhead or premium seats, these are designated handicap seats.
Federal law requires bulkhead be reserved for disability.
Yeah, they said go, we're supposed to get on the flight. Yeah, they said go ahead and take this flight.
Well, they better hope that they don't violate pre-boarding, because I've already got one complaint against them. And they violate pre-boarding every time.
Digging it.
Hey guys. Oh god, I'm on a flight.
Everybody's good back there.
Okay. I'm sorry. If I could have stood up, I would have.
That was not remotely about you.
Okay.
That was not.
Okay. Yeah, it just, I hurt my hip coming back. One of the seats dug in pretty bad.
Yeah. What's your muffin's name?
This is Phoenix.
My Great Dane thinks he's a chihuahua.
Oh, trust me, she's a sweetheart. Her sister,
She's a Great Dane.
I don't know what we would have done if I had her sister. I don't know if you've been on when I've flown before. I just got her. Her sister's an 80-pound lab. I asked,
It's a little easier to have on the board.
well, they're both sweethearts, but I asked for bulkhead, and they're like, oh, bulkhead is a different class. You have to do row 10. I'm like,
We got rid of bulkhead technically now.
well, the last time I read it, it was in the ACAA that had to be reserved for accessibility.
Except that when they retrofitted all the aircraft, they got rid of what was formerly called the bulkhead.
No idea where she's gonna sit if they put the trip back at all.
Flight attendant Terry Dorisburg, arrival in Christchurch, standby for call.
So much pain. Yeah. I still haven't managed to get off the plane. Let's see how that goes. How do you know that you're fed up and in too much pain? When you send your mom in to double check that they haven't screwed up as well as the last hotel before you get out of the car. Yeah. I have a splitting headache. My neck hurts so bad. My back hurts really bad. I'm trying to find something that doesn't hurt. Maybe my toe. I think one of my toes doesn't hurt. Yeah, I think. Oh. It's been a bad day. We'll see how this goes. Good morning, guys. I gotta put my camera down. Let's see if this will work. Yeah, that'll work. I think it's like 9, yep, like almost 9:30. We have to check out and then, of course, go get breakfast and whatnot. Yeah, Phoenix, there's a camera, I know. Yeah, Phoenix isn't feeling too hot today. Oops. Yeah, that's a long story. Hold on, I'll update you guys when I get stopped. Anyway, it's a rough night, a lot of pain. Anyway, rough night, hurting really bad. My one hip is, I can already tell, is bruising. It still hurts really bad. We tried to call the doctor's office to get them to call Medicaid before we left the hotel, and of course we got voicemail, so we left a message with them, but the lady at the hotel was like, yeah, told us the room was still available, didn't, basically said that we didn't have to check out, we could just leave our stuff there and call her and let her know when the authorization was changed and that we could bring the paperwork when we got it, which is a huge help because dragging your stuff around all day is, even though we've got a car, it's still load the stuff in, load the stuff out, it just and that's all on top of Phoenix starting heat, her first heat last night. I talked to Colleen before we left, and Colleen swore that what I had seen wasn't a sign of her getting ready to go in heat. And literally, like, a day and a half later, she starts heat. It's just, it was insane. It just... So either my dog is weird or Colleen isn't that observant. I'm not sure which. But I hurt so bad from everything yesterday, and I don't even know how much of what happened yesterday I vlogged. Essentially what happened is the airline changed how they did seating. They no longer have the bulkhead in the main cabin, which is required by federal law to be reserved for people with... Oh, you didn't turn your seat on. Do you want it?
Yeah.
Oh, wrong button. High or low? Medium?
Medium's fine.
Anyways, required to be reserved for people with disabilities, diabetes, that sort of thing. The reason diabetes is clumped in is because they need the extra legroom for safety reasons. Most diabetics actually didn't know that, at least the ones I've talked to. Anyway, so when I requested to be put in bulkhead, they're like, oh, well, bulkhead is a different type of seat. What they didn't tell me is that they'd gotten rid of bulkhead. Basically, it goes straight from first class into premium, which they didn't used to have. And now, basically, Mom would be able to drag me, I call it dragging. Anyway, it's a complicated thing. I may do a vlog on it sometime. Probably will. Anyway, basically her getting me from my chair to the seat without using the aisle chair. Because I'm really too big for the aisle chair going down main cabin. is probably, what, a full 6 inches narrower than I am.
Probably.
Which resulted in just shoving and cramming and me getting the corners of seats jammed into my pelvis, and it didn't go well, and I'm in a lot of pain, and I was in a lot of pain yesterday when that happened, and it actually, they were trying to be as helpful as they could, and they were really nice about it. I mean, they were great. They actually moved me from an aisle seat to a window seat so I wouldn't have to try to shuffle or anything for the person in the aisle or the window to move. And then the person that was supposed to have the window seat threw this huge fit. Turned out I guess she had mental issues, but she threw this huge fit, saying no, she wanted her assigned seat. And then when she found out that I couldn't walk, she's like, well, how the fuck did you get here in the first place? And we explained that they have aisle chairs. And she's like, well, why are you sitting in that spot? How are you going to go to the bathroom? You know, and then started going off about how I should be outside. And it's like, I didn't say this, but the whole time I'm like, what am I, a dog? I mean, it was the most insulting thing someone has ever said to me. It just, I almost started crying. I really did. I don't know how I managed to hold it together. I really don't. Yeah, it just, and of course, being crammed into the seat that, or the space that really, you're not having the leg room. I nearly dislocated my knee. It didn't help my EDS. Yeah, it was bad. So, we have my pain doctor's appointment this morning. That's at 11:30. It's about 10 o'clock.
11:15.
I'm sorry, 11:15. So, oh, I'm hurting so bad. I just, not a good day. Anyway, yeah, so that's that update. I don't know how much vlogging I'm going to do because, it's going to be a busy day. Anyway, later. Hey guys, I'm trying to muster all the excitement I can manage right now. But after probably like 15 years, I finally got the fucking diagnosis. Yeah, of at least hypermobility type. They didn't have time to run the blood work today, and they would have had to send it out anyway, so we're gonna have it done in my next appointment. But I got the diagnosis. It only took 15 years, people. You were looking at a happy zebra today. With a very sick service dog. Well, she's not really sick, she's just on her period. Hey guys, so it's like 12:30, I think. Middle of the night, obviously. I got up to go to the bathroom. Couldn't sit up. I was hurting so bad. And when I was up, Mom realized with all the fuss with me being sick, she forgot to extend the rental on the car. Which isn't a huge deal. She's called him now. But it just, yeah, it's, you know, a lot of people don't think about all the little things that go into, you know, medical travel. You know, the hotel, the car, especially if you're in a wheelchair, it's hard to rely on cabs. So I'm lucky enough that Mom recently has been able to afford, you know, a rental car. It just, yeah, it's rough. The little girl's just hanging out on my lap for a little bit. Yeah, I just got a big drink of water since last night. I dumped water everywhere. All over the place. Morning, guys. It is 10:47, almost 11. We were able to get set up for a late checkout, so we're going ahead and packing up. We're going to go to breakfast, and then I'm going to be able to come lay down if need be, because we don't fly out until like 10 o'clock tonight, so I'm definitely going to need to lay down. We don't want what happened yesterday to happen today. That would be very bad. That would be very, very, very bad. Although I'm sure if need be, I could go to see Grandpa and Mike would let me lay down. Because my uncle just rocks. Anyway, Mom's packing the car. I'm just resting. The Meister is right there. There's the puppas. Yep. I'm so exhausted right now. So, anyway, we're gonna go see my grandpa at the hospital. And our flight, I think, is like 10, so probably go to the airport at like 7:30, 8 o'clock. Hey guys, sorry about the clicking. We had to pull into a no parking zone, so we have our flashes on. Mom's run into the hotel we were supposed to stay at to see Phoenix's little purple, what I called her seatbelt, that has her clip with all of her tags, not her license for this year because that was still in my bag, but her rabies tag, her service dog tag, her name tag that says service dog in training with my phone number, God forbid if she ever got lost, all that. Somehow went missing in the chaos of the night we got here. I know we had it when we got off the plane and all that, but by the time we got to the second hotel, it was gone. Yeah, I don't know. Oh my God, guys, look. Look. Oh my God, they found it. Where was it? Did they say?
They didn't say.
Oh my God, it was found. It looks like everything's still on here. Somehow I knew it was here, and I don't know how I knew. So, Fee, look. Your seatbelt was found. So, I'm a happy person. Hold on. So, I've fixed the issue that I think is what caused it getting lost. Instead of this part clipping into her, I've clipped the tags and everything into the middle. And because I clip her into the seat belt, that way, God forbid, we get in a wreck. She has a little harness because the other end is clipped into her. She's just hiding right now. And then this loops around and clips in, you know, to either me or the seat belt. So yeah, I think that will help. Then I just unclip this from the middle piece, not having to fight with this on her harness. I think that will make a happy dog and a happy handler. What do you think, Mom? Mm-hmm. That should fix the problem. Hey guys, so I think we got lucky. There is the door. And we're parked in the rental return lot thingy. So yeah, we're like pretty much the spot right next to it because it is empty. So yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, assuming the storm doesn't cause us not to make it in tonight. Nice thing about airports, plenty of uniforms, plenty of officers. There were a couple just walking by, and I've been having a real problem getting uniform training at home, so Phoenix just said hi to a couple local cops. Yeah, we just had a quick uniform training session. Kept it quick.
You have a,
Charger?
yeah.
Yep. Okay, so we're on the plane. So we're on the plane, and dude, I love this sliding. Like, it's amazing. What do you guys think? Clearly, Mom's not impressed. Loves her book more. What do you think? Yeah. Looks like it's not a very full flight tonight, so. Anyway, yeah. Had aisle chair problems again. The flight last time, I was able to get through, without a problem, through first class. I was only in coach that had a problem. Well, today's flight, not so much. At least it was only a row that Mom had to help. Well, guys, Mom's big home is coming down like the North Pole outfit. Hey guys. Well, we're home. It's 12:30, almost 12:26. If I didn't know better, I would say I was the only person in the airport. I know I'm not, but it's kind of creepy. Mom's getting in the car coming up here. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm glad to be home. Yay. Wheelchair van.